And are you self-taught?
I am.
So how do you go about learning how to make these things? Because even a lot of people can't even cook. Let's keep it a bean. A lot of people can't even cook. You don't even know how much garlic to put on the, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we're talking about formulation?
Yeah.
Like, you know, so how did you get here? All right, welcome to another episode of CurbTalks East. We're back. You know, we're back. We're doing things a little different. If you're watching this today, that means you know that it's a special day, right? We have a rebrand that just happened, joined by none other than the CEO, the founder, the entrepreneur herself. I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, you guys. My name is Adewumi Rebecca Gagu, and I am the founder of Melion Organics.
Okay. Let's get into it. Why? Like, what made you want to start a business, but not only that, but get into like cosmetics and your own homegrown cosmetic formulas?
So I would definitely say, how can I begin? Just being at home, I would definitely say like when I was using products for like my own self, I would definitely see like in the market that there was like really, really toxic chemicals. So I would like use an app just to see, okay, what product, like, you know, what ingredients are in my product. So I was just like, okay, these are really toxic. My scalp didn't like it. You know, my scalp would react in a way where it would like itch and all of those things and whatnot. And so I prayed on it. I definitely prayed on it. And God gave me that vision where it was like, you have to make your own products. And it was a lot of trials. Like I started in 2022 where I was doing like a lot of trial and errors, like making all of my products. And next thing you know, they were working. So not only for me, but it was working. You know, I tested on friends, family, you know, just everyone. So I was just like, okay, let me just make sure this works. Because I guess for me, I was like, you don't want to just sell any type of products and it doesn't really work for people. But it was definitely working. And I would just say that that's why I had to do it, especially because in, you know, being my skin color, there's not that many hair products that tailor to us. And, you know, it has like a lot of chemicals. And I was like, I have to pave the way. So no, it's the best. That's why I had to start it.
I want us to play a game at some point throughout the pod. As y'all can see, it's me, my good man's Rich, my good man Joe. And I want us, and I'm saying this now because I want us to brainstorm, but I want us to think of either one or two products that we use on our hair. And I want us to run it by her to see what her reaction is. So I'm gonna give her some time to think and we'll come back to this. To be honest, I think I would be a little scared to be in your shoes. Like, because hair products is like, dang, what if somebody's hair start falling out? Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like a real concern, right? So as you made your formula, how did you go about marketing it? All right. Like, how did you try to get this to the right audience?
That's a really good question. I would definitely say my marketing strategy was definitely my Instagram, but I guess also being at the University of Maryland, I was around a whole diverse, like I was in a big amount of like, you know, I was around a lot of people basically. It was very diverse. And so I was just definitely seeing like, okay, you know, people from Nepal was using, I guess, how can I say, it's like a diversity of people just using my products basically.
And it was working
on everyone. But I guess just for my marketing purposes, I would say word of mouth. Okay. It was definitely word of mouth and people saying that, hey, this is working for me. Especially people who have alopecia. You know, they would definitely spread it to like their family members and stuff.
And it helps them grow hair.
And it helps them grow hair too. Because their doctors would tell them, oh, you can't grow your hair back. Like, and when they started using it, their hair was growing back. And one thing about me, I always pray on all of my products. Okay. Every time I make them, I pray on them. So I'm just like, okay, once I'm done making it, pray on it. And when I give it out to people, I'm just like, all right, I pray it works. I know everything takes time, but it definitely works for them. So that's just my way of marketing for sure.
All right, let's
Mouth.
do some quick fire real quick.
Okay.
What was your major?
Kinesiology, but I'm a pre-nursing track.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
CRNA, so a nurse anesthetist.
A nurse and anesthetist.
Yeah, so registered nurse anesthetist. So I'll basically be a nurse of anesthesia.
You're going to have to break this
Okay,
down.
so
Break this down for me.
Okay, so basically a nurse anesthetist basically takes that position of what an anesthesiologist would do.
Okay.
So they're basically the anesthesiologist, basically, but in nurse form. So they're doing the same thing where the patient's life is in their hands. Yes. So same thing with my products. Their hair is in my hands because I have to take care of them. And I think I just had that, I guess in my heart, to always just take care of people, for real. But that is what a nurse anesthetist does. You have to, those people's lives are in your hands.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How would you describe yourself in 3 words? You can use 3 separate words.
3 separate words? Yeah. Okay. I would definitely say hardworking.
Okay.
Hardworking. Ooh, what's the other word? Caring.
Okay.
Trustworthy.
Hardworking, caring, trustworthy.
Yes.
I like that. In terms of your business, when people hear of Melion Organics, what are 3 words that you want to come to their head?
Reliable.
Okay.
Loyal.
Okay.
Safe.
I love that. All right.
Vegan.
And vegan. So what does vegan hair products look like in terms of difference in ingredients?
Definitely I would say no chemicals, no harsh ingredients added. So I would say like for my ingredients, they like everything is like all plant-based. Everything is plant derived. So basically like from the earth itself. Yeah. So it's just really, I would definitely say that's what it is when it comes to, just clean ingredients, basically. Yeah, clean ingredients.
So when you first started your brand, right, you were saying earlier about how it was a large pushing from God, right? Yes. And like God ordaining these steps. Yes. Let's get into faith a little bit, right? Okay. Like, let's talk about how you've seen God transform you through your business, right? Like how has God used your gifts to kind of like draw you closer to Him, or like even help you spread, you know what I'm saying, the gospel?
That is, wow.
Because I can say like, for me, the more like, even like the pod, like this year going into like hosting and not producing, like that was a big jump for me. Like it was probably a good year. And I probably told the story a couple of times, but it was probably a good year that they were trying to pitch me like, yo, like we're about to move. Are you trying to host? And I'm like, no, I'm not. Because like, if it's up to me, I wouldn't really want to talk too much and like be in front of the camera and stuff like that. So that kind of helped me break out like my introverted show. But then even with like styling, creative direction, him using like allowing me to think more and like get a lot of my thoughts out of my head, which allows me to function smoother and like cleaner. It's just like, I would say like 2 ways that he's used CurbTalks and Toonie to help me. But yeah, like I'm just trying to see like at your level, right? You've won a pitch competition. You won pitch competition. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been in places where you've seen that I have something. Yes. You know, and I kind of just want to get to the root of like how that has impacted you as a person, you know, outside from your business, like the personal growth from it.
Well, I would definitely say how it's impacted me. Well, I would first say with faith. Yeah. Faith does come with a lot. Yeah. Because I'm not going to lie, there has been a lot of times where I would be like, yo, what am I doing? Just like, is this real? But then when I would like read the Bible and everything like that, and especially in the Bible where God would tell us to like serve people,
Yeah.
just to like help people and stuff like that, because of how Jesus was helping people.
Yeah.
And that's what I was just seeing, like, okay, this is what God wants me to do. So I was definitely seeing like, okay, my business is helping people in a way.
Yeah.
But then and I guess also like what people would also see with me, I will send like scriptures to them. I will
Yeah.
definitely like, give different scriptures about like how God does, how basically using plants come from earth itself. But I guess with God alone, I don't know. Okay, no. Let me run it back there a little bit. I'm so sorry.
You don't have to
Okay.
apologize.
I'm sorry.
Look, at the end of the day, like I say, I'm a conversationalist, like at CurbTalks. So
Okay.
we're just having a conversation.
Okay.
It's not like yes, there's this side of things, but we're just having a conversation. So
Yeah.
no need to apologize.
Okay, but no, yeah, I definitely would say that when it did come to faith regarding my business, it did feel like God is really doing this for me, but in a way where it's just like just letting go and letting God take control, and then just having faith in Him all throughout.
Yeah.
I would definitely say that alone, especially when it came to the pitch competition, because I remember that time when I won the pitch competition. I felt very like sick. Like I was very, very sick, and I almost dropped out of the competition. And I knew that God was definitely pushing me in that moment where it was like, you have to help all of these people and you can't give up right now.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say in that sense, I felt like a form of grit as well. But I guess it was just like, okay, you're doing this, you're falling sick, but are you going to stop? Like, you still have to help people and stuff like that. And I guess at those times I did feel like the lowest, where I was like, I don't want to do anything no more. Like, just forget the whole business. But I think it was a thing of seeing people who needed my business, to help them and to feel more confident. That's definitely what it was. Because I guess I'm such an empath in a way, where it's just like, okay, I love people like
and you kind of feel these same emotions.
I do.
Yeah,
I definitely do.
Like you said, God was doing it for you, and I just want to take a moment, just hone on that real quick. Like, I think it's been in like the past couple of months that like I've really started to like get into like my creative bag and push the stuff that I've been creating. And one thing that I've really been like learning is like God's love, right?
Yes.
And how the extent in which God's love goes.
Yes.
And how He doesn't, like, God's plan intention is never to hurt us, right? So like when you say like He's doing this for us, like it hurts and it's hard.
Yeah.
But on the other side of that, it's worth it.
It is worth it.
It's so worth it.
It is.
So that was a banger real quick that you dropped. And I want to touch on the starting stages, right? Like going through this journey that you've went through of allowing God to like refine you and, you know what I'm saying, like prune you, right?
Yeah.
So what was the first initial thought of Million Organics, right? It might not have been Million Organics, but when like maybe it was years before that she was like, oh, like something cosmetic, and then it kind of blended over to this. But like, what was that first thought of like, I want to do this?
So how can I begin? Well, first, Million means me and God. First, I have to put that out there first.
I didn't know. I love this. One thing about me, I love a good Easter egg. I love this. Okay.
So yeah, Million means me and God, because in my grandma's house, she has like all of the names of God. You know, El Shaddai, El Elyon. So El Elyon was the name that stood out to me because it said God Most High. So I said, okay, God is always with me. So I just, bam, put it together. So I would definitely say Million Organics. Now, when it did come
Go shop right now. All right, I'll listen.
When it did come to, I guess that name alone, I wasn't like, okay, what business will go with this? But then when it came to, okay, hair products, you know, I said, okay, I love my hair so much. Like, I have to make my own products for myself and stuff like that. And then seeing that it was working and stuff like that, and I use organic ingredients, that's when it was like, oh no, this is Million Organics. I said, this is the vision I prayed for, and God just showed it to me.
Yeah.
Just like that. And it was so crazy because I was writing everything down. And that's why I do believe in when you write things down, you take it to the Lord.
Write down the vision, make it plain, bro.
Thank you. Make it plain. Like
My fault. I did that because yesterday, and if y'all don't know, I mean, the Curb community, I feel like y'all know Rich. RNS, he is a content creator, right?
nice.
And he started RNS as a way to start to push a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah.
And he's about to start work. I'm about to start work. And we have another friend that he has a clothing brand called Clue. Keep looking up, right? It's faith-based. And yesterday we basically did our whole day surrounded about what is the foundation of all that we're trying to build, right? Because from there we can start to understand where we want to go with this.
Yeah.
So that was I just wanted to explain that quick little, side tangent.
On that note, like, we all went over the ideas we had, and then when it got to my turn to share what I got, I just said, I memorize all of them. I don't write them down, though. And I was like, I've been so heavy in writing all my ideas down and just watching them come to fruition. I'm like, oh, yeah, I really need to start something like that.
Yeah, because even with Toonie, like, I would send them, like, PDFs on, like, what I'm thinking about for marketing, the rollout and everything. And, like, that has helped me refine the ideas and stuff like that. But not to cut you off.
No,
you're talking about writing it down, making it plain.
Yes.
So.
Yes, definitely write it down and make it plain, because you never know what could happen until you just get started and take that risk.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Because that's what God showed to me. Like, I could have just, sleep all the time and this and this. But then I realized, I said, no, you have to. There's something God is waiting for me to do, because I said God put us all on earth for a reason. For something. And it's like, you have to do something. So just praying on everything. And that's how Marianne came about. And she's that girl.
She's that girl.
That literally, I love her.
As you should. Like, as you should.
Yeah.
And we're now in 2025, right? It started in 2022.
Yeah.
And we're going into phase 2, right? Phase 2, this is bigger. This is better.
Oh, yes.
This is more refined. This is going to call for a lot more faith, right? But, today's the day, right?
Yeah.
That this is the day that people could see the rebrand, right? So talk to us about the intent, right, behind you wanting to rebrand, but also the direction that you took in your rebrand.
So I would definitely say, regarding my rebrand, I chose to do a rebrand only because I made my website myself. And with Shopify, and that was not fun, especially being a full-time student. And I made my own website. That was serious
I concur. I concur. It's not fun. It's not. You're dropping a new product. I have to go update it. Like, it's not fun. It's not.
At all. So I was like, what is happening? At the same time taking 7 classes, but it was just that push of, you have to keep on going. I never even had a price set either. So it was just like, what am I doing right now? So it was just a thing of just getting started, just doing it.
Putting something out there.
Exactly. Just putting something out there. And once I did it, and, over time I was like, okay, my website doesn't look as professional. It looks professional, but maybe to make it easier for people to navigate it. So shout out to my graphic designer, Chloe. Like,
shout out to Chloe.
Yeah, she made my website look great. Like, she did like a great job, especially to make it more seamless for people to access. To access the whole website itself. So that's why I was like, this is nice. And I guess also for the direction of it too, for people to just really know the roots to Marianne Organics, about us and stuff like that. And so
what are some features on your website that you're most proud of? That you're most proud of? Because I think, like, as a business owner, like, it will be the weirdest things that bring you the most joy out of what you did.
Yeah.
So what are your, like, your prizes or your babies of your rebrand right now?
I would definitely say all 5 of my products. Yeah. All 5 of them.
Tell us about Tell us about these 5 products.
Okay, so let's first start off with Batana oil.
Okay.
Now, the Batana oil, it's very, very trending right now. Like, it's very popular. And, it comes from the Honduras. So basically, it's like, all right, it's moisturizing for people's hair, but it really promotes hair growth. Then what's the other one? My rosemary and aloe hydrating growth mist. That one is very, very moisturizing. It has green tea, calendula, and rosemary and aloe vera. Really, really moisturizing. Then my Batana moisturizing souffle made with Batana oil, aloe vera juice. I mean, it just keeps getting better. And then my 2 oils, which I use fenugreek and amla, and I guess lightweight oils so that it can penetrate the hair shaft really good. So those are basically my top products. Like those are my prizes, and then my ebooks. People are people are definitely waiting for my ebooks to drop only because
Talk to us about these ebooks. Like what's the content? Ebooks plural. So how many books? What's the content? Like why should people buy these books? Like what's what I'm saying? Like what's the value prop here?
Okay, so for the ebook, so the first one is definitely my, I guess, how to start your own hair care line. Because a lot of people have been messaging me on, can you please release an ebook on how I can start my own hair care line? They're based in Nigeria. They want to get started. People.
And you're Nigerian for the audience.
Yes, I am.
Okay. What tribe?
Yoruba.
Shout out the best tribe.
I love us. But definitely, people definitely wanted to get started with that. So I was just like, okay, I will get started with that. I guess how people can have a hair growth regimen. So, what products they should use and how they should go about it, how they can have hair growth and length retention, how frequently should they trim their hair, just a whole bunch of stuff, because I was just like, I have a lot of tea on this. Like, I can help you all. And then the last one, I would definitely say how to formulate, because when it comes to formulating hair products.
Formulate as in making the formula for the hair product.
Yes. So basically like the type of ingredients you use, but I guess at the end, like especially preservatives, if you do not add no preservatives to the products at the end, that product will spoil.
How quick?
Give it like 1 month.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So I think this is actually a quick topic that I want to touch on before we get back into your wonderful line of products.
Yes.
Preservatives are important because as they are verbatim, they preserve whatever, the food, the hair care, whatever.
Yes.
But at the same time, people want all natural. Right? So you're putting preservatives in your product. Does that take away from how natural the product is?
So it would depend on which preservatives it is, because I've seen some preservatives that are harsh.
Okay.
I've definitely did a lot of research, and the one that I use is a very natural preservative.
Okay.
So I've seen some hair care lines where they use different preservatives, especially one called phenoxyethanol. That's the one that's really like toxic, and I'm like, this is really bad.
I hope y'all are taking notes.
Yeah. So that preservative alone, that's the one I stay away from, because I was just like, okay, I have to hold up to the standards of what Melion Organic stands for, basically. Yeah.
All right, let's play the game, right? But I have a twist. The twist is tell her where you want to go with your hair and let her recommend products that she makes that could help us with that. Perfect. Yeah. We'll start with producers.
You got it.
All right, so which game are we starting with? The one where we choosing a product that we already use?
No, we're gonna scrap the first joint and we're just gonna do like where you trying to go with your hair and let her recommend products that she makes that can help us with that.
All right, so my hair texture is very bush. It's very rough. Okay. So I guess something that will moisturize my hair. My hair gets dry easily. My scalp gets dry easily. So something that will just keep my hair moisturized.
I would definitely say the rosemary and aloe hydrating growth mist and the Batana moisturizing souffle. And if you're looking for hair growth, or if your scalp itches, use the scalp therapy oil. Okay. And if you're really looking for more hair growth in a way, the herbal rose stimulating hair oil.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
She know her stuff. So I can grow a full beard, but I shaved it to the goatee because my mustache, and my beard growing thick and full. Like when I grow it on the cheeks, it's like kind of looser, thinner hair, and it kind of comes off as more patchy. So I was wondering, like, do you have anything for beards, for men's beards, anything like that?
Definitely use the Herbal Rose Stimulating Hair Oil.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can pair it with the Batana Moisturizing Souffle because it's really, really moisturizing. Yeah.
My corners are thinning. That's about it. And no, actually, I lied. My corners are thinning, and I be trim. Like I don't trim my hair as often as I should, but I do be having split ends. So I would say hair growth, corners are thinning, and then just like, I don't want to say stronger hair, but like strong. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm making sense here, but
No, it makes sense.
okay.
It definitely makes sense. So please always keep up with your trims. You do have to trim, definitely, only because you have to get rid of the split ends so that your hair
doesn't keep splitting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that, from the roots, it keeps on growing because your hair grows from the roots.
Yeah.
So even you can moisturize your ends and stuff like that. Everything does start from the root itself.
Okay.
But I would say for you, the Herbal Rose Stimulating Hair Oil
Okay.
and the Batana Moisturizing Souffle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So look, if you're in the audience and you resonate with any of our three concerns, you know what products to go buy immediately. And they just dropped today, right? So why not be one of the first to support? All right. What are your personal favorites that you make?
All of them. Yeah, all of them. They're really, really great. Like, these products are just, a diamond dozen. Like, they're definitely considered the diamonds in the rough.
Yeah.
Like, they're the best products ever. And I'm just so proud, especially when it comes to the fragrance of it.
Yeah.
0 synthetic fragrances.
Okay.
Everything, essential oils, especially Lang Lang.
Lang
Lang essential oil. It's
YLANG?
Mhm.
Okay.
Very floral, and it smells so good. And it's, it's an essential oil. It comes from a plant. So I just love all of my synthetic fragrances, especially because I kind of resonate with how, because mothers use my products too. And so they use it on their kids.
Yeah.
So, kids, not even only kids, but people can be prone to having sensitive skin, sensitive scalp. So I'm like, okay, don't use no synthetic fragrances.
Yeah, because my skin, I can't use fragrances.
Yeah, me too.
I would like start to break out.
Yeah, same. Because I used one before skin. I was just like, just stop.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, I had to even make my own body butter at one point.
Are you selling the body butter?
That's coming up.
Okay.
Now we're like, you see a gap in a product that someone could use for personal hygiene or just upkeep, and you're like, oh, I don't like what's currently out there. I'm gonna make it myself.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's hard. And are you self-taught?
I am.
So how do you go about learning how to make these things? Because even a lot of people can't even cook. Let's keep it a beat. A lot of people can't even cook. You don't even know how much garlic to put on the, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we're talking about formulation.
Yeah.
Like, so how did you get here? If we're being honest, how did you get here? Like, how did you, what resources, or not to give too much of your game, but how did you okay, I want to do it.
Yeah.
But to get to the point where you have a formula that works, right? We're talking alopecia. That's big. It is. Right? What's the story? What's the background here?
I will definitely say AI.
That's real. And let's talk about this.
Literally, ChatGPT, ChatGPT is taking over. I'm not going to lie. It really helped me out because one thing about me, I don't really like math. I'm not a math girl. However, ChatGPT did teach me how I should calculate how many products I'm making, how many grams I'm adding to each thing so that, I guess for it to preserve longer.
Yeah.
And that's how my products, have lasted for near 20 months, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's almost 2 years if y'all can't do math.
Yeah. So it's definitely lasted for a really long time, especially
Okay.
because like since it lasts for that long and it stays preserved for that long, people would already be done using the product by then. But if they were
Yeah.
just to leave it on their shelves,
You can
it wouldn't
still come back
spoil.
and use it.
Exactly.
That's
So
major.
shout out to AI. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah.
mean, it really, really helped me
It's
out
a
a
tool.
lot. It is a
It's
tool.
a tool.
It really is. Because at first I was using YouTube. But then I
Yeah.
really wasn't getting as much help as where I was just like, okay, what's happening here? The videos would be long, and then at the end,
Yeah.
nothing will come out of it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, this doesn't work. And then when I really started using ChatGPT like that, I was like, wait a minute, this joint is like the gold mine. Like it just gave me the entranceway of how I should really go about making my products. And it was really, really good, especially when it came to like the phases and stuff like that and whatnot. I was just like, okay, but especially just being like, okay, how many should I add
Yeah.
to make this product and stuff like that? Because I know how to put all of the products together, but it's like the grams itself.
Yeah.
But now because of ChatGPT, now it was like I know how to calculate it on my own.
Okay, I want to dig into your brain real quick.
Okay.
Into your thought process. You make a product, right? ChatGPT, let's say you make a product and you have this formula. How do you know if that works? And how quick would you know if that works? Like in terms of, are you the one testing it on your hair, or what is your, like in fashion, you want to drop a piece, you make a sample.
Right.
You get the sample, you see how you like it. I want to change this, I want to change that. You might get another sample, or you might go into production. But like, what does your, I guess, supply chain look like in terms of your like first iteration, second iteration? Okay, this is good enough to go to market. What's the?
We elaborate on that more.
So once you make a product,
Okay.
and you have your formula, you make it. Okay, perfect. You make a product, right? You have your first batch. What's the next step from there?
When you say make a product and I have my first batch, do you mean like, wait, when I make a product, have my first batch?
Like, let's say you made Bonton oil, or
Okay, yeah.
Right. So you make. Well, I guess Bonton oil wouldn't count because you source that.
Yeah.
Okay, but what's your souffle? You make that.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. You're trying to make a souffle, right? Let's say before you made your souffle, right? You was like, all right, I want to make this souffle for moisturizing, right? You found some ingredients that would work. You got your formula, right? You make it, and once you make it, is that the final product, or are there like revisions that you do?
No, that's the final product.
Okay.
Yeah.
So most of your time is in research and just trying to see what would work.
Yeah. Basically. A lot of research. Yeah. That's why I love I do love science though. That's why, do
you like chemistry?
I do. That's where it all came from, chemistry.
Really?
Yeah. Just see how you can mix everything.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this is so cool, especially with what it creates. Because, for example, for the souffle, it's also mixed with water. And, usually people will be like, oil and water does not mix. And it doesn't mix. But you have to use a specific ingredient
to bind it.
Exactly.
Because water would be like the first ingredient in like a good amount of hair products.
Yes.
So, okay. Next question. Water and oil don't mix, right? You're doing your hair care. Are you doing your oils and like your souffles on the same day? Or what's your recommended schedule for using your products? Because,
Okay.
I'll let you know.
I would definitely say daily.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you can use it daily because it's really, for some people, they don't even have to use it daily because of how moisturizing it is. So, like, for me, I've tested my product just to see how long it can stay moisturized for.
Yeah.
So, for example, I used it on Monday and I do like liquid oil cream. So, my lock method. So, my liquid is the hydrating growth mist. The oil is one of the oils that I use, and then the cream is the souffle. So I just put those together.
And like at once.
All at once.
And then
So all at once. So sometimes you don't even have to. Sometimes I just use the hydrating growth mist and the souffle only because it already has oil in it. Basically. So I would just like leave the hair oil out so by itself. So once I do that, I was just okay, let me test this real quick. Put it on Monday. I would always feel my scalp. So the only way you can always feel if your scalp is still moisturized is if you see like the oil residue on your finger. So
when you put it on your
yeah.
Okay. All right.
So definitely I think when it hit Thursday, Friday, it was definitely
still moisturized.
Because I use a lot of humectants. So humectant is like something where it takes moisture.
I promise y'all I did engineering in college, bro. But the words she's been throwing out today.
So a humectant is like, let's say glycerin, for example. Okay. So glycerin is like, I guess, just taking moisture from like the air. So where it's like it's now adding moisture to your hair. So from the air to your hair, basically. So your hair can just stay moisturized longer. Yeah.
Wow. You know, a part of me is using this as like a personal consultant, a personal free consultation. So what about people that have low porosity hair?
Oh, yeah, I have low porosity hair.
Perfect. Perfect. By people, I mean me. But I'm listening.
So I would say for low porosity, it is really hard for the moisture to get in there.
Yes.
It's very, very, very hard. However, for my products, people can use it as like a hot oil treatment just to open their cuticles to their hair. Only because like, I guess I've noticed my hair with low porosity. I think for my hair, it's low porosity all over actually. But when it comes, because I know for some people
they have different textures.
They have different textures. So it can be low porosity here, like high porosity hair. Mm-hmm.
The middle of my head is low porosity and the edges are. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
I think that's definitely me too. Yeah. It is really weird. But just using a product that works for everything, it definitely helps. And that's why I would say my products work with that. And because I had to really do a lot of research on how can I make sure this is penetrating the hair shaft. Yeah. So I was like, all right, aloe vera, glycerin. I mean, what else? A lightweight oil, something really lightweight to penetrate. Because I kind of feel like heavy oils, you can never penetrate the scalp. And then next thing you know, the oil is just sitting on your hair.
Yeah.
Yep. And then build up. And then scratchy. And then you feel like your hair is dirty. So it just leads to a whole fiasco of, just wash your hair again. And then now it's all dry. So I would definitely say, my products definitely do that. Yeah. Especially for the Batana souffle. I mean, I think making that product, it shocked me. It really did shock me of how moisturizing it was. And especially because the texture is way different. Because I use mango butter usually, but I changed it to kupuasu butter. So this butter
What was that first word?
Oh, kupuasu.
What's that?
So it's like a really lightweight butter.
Okay.
And it's really, really moisturizing on like the skin. And it's really great for low porosity.
Question, right? By butter, what is butter? It can't be. Yeah. I'm being honest, right? Because this can't be cooking butter. This is not. You know what I'm saying? So what is butter?
So how can I say, for the butter itself, right? Yeah. There's shea butter, mango butter, kupuasu. Now, not all butters. It's not cooking butter, please, I beg. It's not cooking butter, but it's a butter that comes from, I guess, like a tree.
Okay.
It comes from a tree.
Okay.
So mango butter comes from a mango tree. Because
I'm following.
Yeah.
I'm following.
So it comes from a mango tree, but with each butter, with how it's made, they all are usually made from an oil first. They start from an oil base first.
And it's like whipped.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's whipped, and then usually it can solidify on its own too. So So it's really, really cool. It's really cool. So with shea butter is really heavy, which is why I don't use it, because I'm like, I need something to help people penetrate. Yeah. For people So then mango, it's in between, but I've definitely gotten a lot of like feedback, and that's what I love about getting feedback from my customers.
Yes.
They will tell me, okay, my hair's growing,
Yeah.
but it's too heavy.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, especially because, you know, at first my products were supposed to be for African American.
Yeah.
But then when I started seeing the different ethnicities use it, I said,
oh, this could work
this
for,
is for
the
all
masses.
hair types. Exactly. So it's for all hair types. So I was like, oh, this is really cool. So
Yeah.
I was just like, all right. So I have to definitely change my products in a way where it can work for all hair types. But I guess to still make products that will still work for African American in a way
Yeah.
too. But just so it can really do its thing. I would definitely say that. So yeah, Kupo Asu, that's my new butter, and it shocked me. I mean, that Batana souffle shocked me. I mean, with how moisturizing it was, I was happy. I said, oh, people are gonna love this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually just reminded me of a scripture. It's Luke 4, and basically Simon was. I'm gonna pull it up because I don't want to misquote. But Simon, just give me 1 second. Yes, Simon. So Simon was fishing, and he didn't want to fish anymore because he wasn't really catching fish, and Jesus was telling him, go back out there. Right. So verse 4 says, now go out where it is deep and lay down your nets to catch some fish. Yeah. Simon was very hesitant. The verse 10, I'm reading NLT. I'm reading Jesus' quote. He said, Jesus replied to Simon, don't be afraid. From now on, you'll be fishing for people. So like that kind of just, when you was talking about how like you wanted this for a certain demographic, and right. God kind of just showed you like, nah, like this is bigger. It is. You know? Very, very powerful there. Yeah. So you were talking about your ebooks, right?
Yeah.
Which is a different avenue, right? It's still in the cosmetics, still teaching and learning. Yeah. But for the people that want to get into like the skincare, hair care, and that are watching this, what would be one piece of advice that you would give them about staying true to the process?
I would definitely say there would be a lot of trial and errors where it would be like, this sucks. Like, you know, this is the worst thing ever. What am I doing? Because I would definitely say that happened to me before, where I was trying to, I guess, just make so many products all at once. I didn't really know what
focus.
Yeah. I didn't really know what I was like adding, and then I was seeing my products separate or this and the third, and I was like, this is not okay. So I would definitely say my word of advice would be just keep on doing research and keep on doing those trial and errors, because you have to see what works. Because formulating in 2022 and then launching in 2024 definitely showed that it took me 2 years to really make sure that these products were set and ready to go into market. Yeah. So I would definitely say, trial and errors. Definitely go through your trial and errors. They're really big, but the tribulations at the end will definitely be well worth it once you know and once you get so comfortable with making all of those products over and over again, and then you're just like, all right, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. And then you'll be good to go. So because cosmetics is nice. I mean, who doesn't love skincare and hair? Yeah. I mean, it's the best thing. You know, it's the best thing ever. So I'll say that.
I had a quick question. When I made the cooking reference earlier, I was thinking about, because you know, like some rices would be like best cooked if you cook 2 cups, or like some things are like you're putting it in the microwave, put 3 in the microwave. Yeah. Does that also follow in formulation? Like, does that formula, like basically, does the formula scale as big as you want it to be? Like if you had to make 100 orders, can you make 1 batch for 100 orders, or is your batches more so like 1 batch feeds 5 or?
Ooh, no. If it's definitely what you said, if it's 100 orders, okay. I have to make a really big batch. I mean, cutting the butters and everything, it's not okay. However, I have mentioned that all of the products are in small batches. They are made in small batches, but not as like 5, 6. Yeah. I have to make a lot only because people buy more than one.
At a time.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you would say to younger you, right?
Oh.
Not younger you that was met with Melion, but before that was still like figuring out, still really seeing her interests. Like, how would you comfort her today?
I would definitely say you did a great job holding in. You did a great job holding it in and not giving up because so many people need Melyon and you're helping so many people, making them feel confident, and you took that risk to make a difference. And, you know, especially when it came to natural hair care, you took that risk and made a difference for people's lives, especially with people who felt like all hope was lost. You know, doctors telling them you can't grow your hair back. You know, they want to cut their hair off, but you reassured them and made them feel like, no, your hair can come back. You just have to do proper things to
help it,
make it,
take care of it.
Exactly. Because I would always say your hair is like a plant.
Yeah.
You have to, like, it's like watering a plant. Exactly. So you have to take care of your hair just like you would take care of a plant. Yeah.
What's one thing that you would leave with future Rebecca? Let's say 5 years from now, what's something that you feel like kind of like in a self-proclaiming, you know, like, but talk to future Rebecca 5 years from now. What's the...
I would definitely say, you go, girl. I would definitely say you go, girl, only because I'm seeing the amount of potential that is definitely about to come and the amount of people waiting. So it's definitely like, keep going. Don't stop. Hold on to that perseverance and don't let go and have faith. Keep praying. And because it's definitely going to get bigger, especially with already getting out of state orders, you know. So it's like, this is just
the beginning.
This is just the beginning. This is only in the USA. People already from different countries are already asking. So gotta keep going. And to get ready to hire people too, only because I noticed I can't do everything on my own no more.
Perfect. I think I really liked this segment of the pod. One, it's the self-reflection, self-proclamation, you know, but two, it's team. Let's talk about team. Right? Has this been a solo thing so far? Okay. And what are some deficiencies that you've noticed? And hey, maybe look. As she's talking, one thing I would say is like, she's done so much by herself. She's looking for help, but that does not mean she's gonna stop, right? So if you're watching this and you can help solve any of her problems, don't be shy to reach out to her, right? And pitch yourself, because help her solve her problems, you know? So what are some deficiencies that you've noticed in your business that you wish that you could like spend more time with?
I would definitely say the emails. Sending emails out to people, because like today I tried to send emails out to people and I was still creating it, only because I just really have a creative mindset. And I was like, yo, this is getting out of hand. Like, you know, it's a lot of people on the email list who are, you know, always waiting for me to send out emails to them. And that's why I haven't opened up the SMS, you know, just to send text messages out, because I was just like, if I can't get this email down pat, don't open that, you know, text messaging, because people are going to start putting their numbers there and then I have to send it to emails and phone numbers. So I definitely noticed.
What do you use for your email campaigns?
MailChimp.
Okay. And you use Shopify?
Yeah, Shopify too. Yeah.
Okay.
So Shopify and MailChimp, they're both connected. So it's definitely helped a lot. But that's what I love about MailChimp. They have so many templates
that you can just use.
So I would definitely say that, especially with another one too, is my content. I'm really great with making my own content, but I think I have such an issue with making content beforehand because I make content on the day of, which is not okay.
So elaborate real quick. Like by day of, you mean day of what exactly?
So basically today I would make content. So let's say if I wanted to make content to post today, I wouldn't make it days exactly. I wouldn't make it beforehand so that it's just like, all right, schedule and post it.
Okay.
But I will make it on the same day where it's now taking more time and stuff like that. And now I'm posting at a later time, even though I kind of feel like, and I've also noticed that the posting time does not matter. At first,
I'm not gonna lie, I stopped caring. I stopped caring. As long as it gets out that day, it gets out, bro.
I definitely will agree to that because I remember I post one video at night.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, who cares what happens? And then next thing you know, I mean, the video is almost at 300,000 views. Yeah. I said,
post that content.
Yeah, just post that content. It doesn't matter. Just get into Instagram's algorithm. And then it doesn't matter whenever you post. Not even only Instagram, but TikTok too. Yeah. Just keep posting and don't stop. Yeah. Don't stop. Because when I did my rebrand, closed out my website in December, and then I'm opening now in July. I kind of feel like I was out of Instagram's algorithm a little bit. I'm still there.
That's real.
But they're like, yeah, this girl hasn't been posting.
You ain't been around too much.
Exactly.
Yeah, Instagram be shady, bro.
They do.
They be shady.
So I was like, all right. So it just lets you know, keep posting. Yeah. Keep posting.
I want to pass this to Rich real quick. What do you have any advice or tips? Because he would post, like he would make content and post the same day, right? Not saying that that's good, but not saying that's good because I do think that you should plan your content out a little more.
Yeah.
But for somebody that makes content and posts in such a crunch of a time, like what are some things that you've noticed that's helped your workflow?
Since I did it so much, I got very routine on knowing exactly what I'm going to get from the camera. I got to the point where I didn't even have to look at the camera when I record. Like, I know what I'm going to see. And then I kept my clips short because that was just my style. So I kept doing my style every day. Editing time got faster and faster because I was seeing exactly how I want these to come out. So if you are focusing your content on the same day, nothing wrong with that. But if you want more of that storytelling, I think you should storyboard a little bit.
Yeah.
And then once you start finding that style for those more planned drop days, those become easier and faster to do. Because I can tell you like to get the ball rolling.
Yeah, I do.
Once you start, it's going to finish.
Yeah.
So, you're going to find your style naturally and then see that intention come in. Maybe you might want to add like more of a cinematic touch to it too, if you're planning something out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm moving towards too. So I used to do daily reels, didn't do no LUTs, nothing like that, no cinematic. But now that I'm taking a step back, incorporating more of a wider POV and a warmer color tone, is being more intentional, understanding how exactly each frame is going to look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay. So you said some deficiencies was content
and I guess sending out emails.
Okay.
Yeah. Sending out emails. And I guess also I use Canva a lot. I really love Canva, but I guess just also making posts for like the followers. Because I noticed the difference with when you post reels, you're reaching out to new people. When you post like regular like photos, it's just for those followers exactly right then and there. So it's just like, all right, let me use that too. But I think for me, why I haven't really looked into hiring people, because I think I'm so particular.
And the personnel that you want.
Yeah.
As you should be, right?
Yeah.
And not even let me not even say not even. Going back to scripture, there was I read it like yesterday, but basically talking about how like you have to be aware of different things and beings and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So like one thing I would say, like just a reminder to pray for discernment.
Correct.
Like God has brought you this far. This is God's baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is God's baby. You're just holding the stroller. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's not gonna let you drop his baby on the head. You know? So just pray about it. He'll take care of you. And like to that too, like I had to get into the habit of also sending out a lot of my stuff. to friends, just to also de-arm me in the sense of how hard, how tight I hold my stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like I think a part of it could be like you love it so much, and you just have to like, in a sense, you choke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let it breathe a little bit.
No, for
you know,
real.
it's like just kind of be a little more free, and like people will probably start to express to you that they want to help, because I know people see it. I know people love it. Silent support's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's very real. So give people a way to kind of break that silent support.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I definitely agree with that. I definitely do. And what's the other thing too? Because, it left my mind. Well, never mind.
Yeah, I want to close this out. I have 2 more questions for you.
Yeah.
First question is, what do you, how do I want to word this? What do you hope people take from Million Organics that's not just the hair products and the skincare, like meaning, deeper meaning? Like, what do you hope that your brand can also relay?
I guess that they can trust.
Yeah.
I feel
going back to one of your 3 words. Yeah.
To have like that trust and that faith that there is a product out there for them.
Yeah.
That works for them. You know, and it's just like, that's what I really want people to just see,
trust
that
it,
this is not just a regular brand. This is someone who really takes so much pride into making all of these products. And it's like,
she cares.
Me, I really
for
do
sure.
care. Like,
she cares.
I don't care about the money. No, I won't even say I don't really care about the money. But I think sometimes I have felt a way where it's like, dang, I could really be charging a very high price for the ingredients that I'm using, but because of how God has made my heart to be, it's like, don't do that. Like, don't make it too expensive, because it's like you still have to attract these people. And it's just like, okay, you know, and it's like, I guess, how can I say, this isn't my only source of income? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still doing nursing. I'm still going to nurse anesthetist, like, you know, nursing, you know, going to become like a nurse anesthetist. So it's just like, it's totally fine. Plus, this is not going to be my only business. There's a lot of other businesses that
are to come.
Oh yeah, a lot.
Stay tuned. Next time she's on the pod, it might be new venture. You know, we never know. We never know. And last thing, who are 2 people that you would like to see come on pod?
I would definitely say. Oh, dang it. 2 people. I would definitely. Oh, wow. When you mean like people I know?
You know, it doesn't matter. It can be, you can do one person that you know, one person that you don't know. Like, it doesn't matter. But like, just people that you think, based off your Curb experience, like that could fit into the vibe, or that maybe it might be an industry that we haven't really tapped into, that we should start getting more into. But like, you have free will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will definitely say Chrissy. She does hair, and she's really, really good with how she does hair. Like it's really, really beautiful. It's shoot.
You can send it to me after.
Yeah. I'll definitely say her. She's really, really good at what she does.
Okay.
And she's so humble. I truly love her. She's a really great person.
Okay.
So I would definitely say her. Yeah, she's a great person. Who else? I would definitely say oh wow. Can it be like, I would say my friend Naomi.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, both Christy and Naomi are my friends.
Okay.
But they're really, really good. Because Naomi, she makes really good food.
She cooks.
Oh, yeah, she cooks. Oh, yeah.
Naomi, if you're watching this,
Yeah.
if you're watching this, we'll have a live pod taste testing at your earliest convenience.
It's really, really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bet. Thank you so much for coming on the pod. Thank you for allowing us to take some time out of your day.
Yeah.
I hope that if you made it this far, if you watched this pod, that you learned more about skincare, hair care. You learned what products you should go shop today, now, that can help you. And with that being said, we're signing out. Thank you so much. All right, bet. Now thumbnail.
Thumbnail. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do the thumbnail. Wait, I need lip gloss.
Huh? Yeah.